Hi there and welcome back to Triplicate, and we have some nice PCBs for our boat speedometer project, and I went surface mount in the end because I couldn't get the components on otherwise. And to do surface mount stuff, for instance even these little 16-pin SOIC chips, I need to be working under some pretty decent magnification because my eyes aren't that good. They never were, and 3-eye operations in, they're not any better. So I have had a microscope that I have been using for doing surface mount, which is a good old-fashioned binocular optical one with no electronics or anything, but I thought it was time to update and treat myself to a new one. So I decided to go digital with my microscope, and as you can see you can get them down to very cheap, but I just feel these little ones, you've got to plug them into your computer or your phone, and I think at that sort of price maybe we're not going to get something that'll do what we want to do. So, and I wanted one with a screen on it, so I can just turn it on and use it rather than having to plug it in and what have you. So we come up here and, well, we'll look at these two. There are these which are around coming up £60 with a 4.3 inch screen, and there are the Tomlov ones with a 7-inch screen, and I hummed and hawed. The 4.3 ones are a more triplicate price, but I just thought it would be a bit nicer to have a bit bigger screen, so I have plumbed for the Tomlov, and yes, they're a Chinese company, but they do have a website, a Shopify website, if you go down to the bottom. So they're not a complete fly-by-night outfit, and if you go into the contacts, you see they actually have a Los Angeles office. How posh is that, eh? So the Tomlov I have gone with, and here it is in a smart cardboard box, and it came with that which says for export only. I don't plug it in our country, so let's see what we have in the box anyway before we start worrying about that. So in the box, which I've just opened the top and had a look in, we have some instruction manuals. Actually, that is alright. There must be somebody in the Los Angeles office, because it's actually read in readable English as well. Not that I'm being snobby about these things, it's just that some things from China come with instructions. You think they could at least have put it in Google Translate, which would have made a better job than that. Anyway, here we are. Oh, looks nice. And oh, the screen has a tilt on it, and that's the microscope has some LED lights around the bottom. And what else do we have? We have chromed plastic something or other. We have some cables. Two USB cables. Is that a USB cable or is that an HDMI cable? We'll find out. Remote control. Why you need a remote control, I do not know. And we have a stand which it goes into. I don't know what metal that is. Yeah, there we go. A base, and another thing I like about this, it's got two little off-board lights. So we need to put this in there, we need to stand this up, but it's tight and it's a nut and we don't have a spanner. Hang on. Okay. Well, something you could adjust by hand would have been nice. I'm going to set that like around there in this little drawing round here. So the camera goes in here. Alright, and there was somewhere a 32 gigabyte SD card. You can actually record what you are doing, which is great for YouTubing. And TF is the one we want. Yep. So that's the card inserted, and how do we turn it on? Oh yeah, there. Is that a button at the bottom? Oh, some lights have come on. Oh, look at that. Right. Okay. Guess it wants to be a bit nearer. Does it? Oh. Oh, blimey. That is a pretty high resolution. Okay, so let's see if we can get a more sensible resolution and get it a bit further away, because I couldn't work under there. Okay, so just line this out a bit. This is the thing that you need to focus it. Just an optical focus. So we wind out to there. There we go. And it will almost get right across the board before we hit the back of there, which is nice. So if I say, yeah, we don't even need it that big. There we go. So what should we look at next? I think first. And you see this. There you go. I think I can solder at that. Even I can solder at that. Right, so far so good. So let us see if we can record some video. Or take a picture even. Okay, so a little perusing of the manual says this actually goes in here. It's an anti-reflective hood. Why? I don't know. I presume you take this clear plastic lens protector off and put it in there. Don't know why you'd want that, but whatever. And have here one of their USB leads plugged in over here. and spin it round. A piece of plastic here that says base, light and charging. Charging what? There is no wire between the base and the top. Does the base light have its own? Oh yes, the base light must have its own battery. So there is a little twiddler where you set the base light brightness, and there's apparently another battery in the base, rechargeable in the base for those. Nice, nice. Right, you see, yeah, I am looking at the manual here because not work it out otherwise. So if I press OK, it thinks it's recording a video, I think. If I press OK again. Okay. Alright, I have it sussed. That little icon there is a video camera. Would you believe? It looks like a memory card to me. That's what fooled me. And then with that is the camera, the stills camera. And that, you can see I've taken a picture of the base here. Let's see if we go to here, well, that is actually just saying that this is a little film. I thought that was in the record film mode. So if I press OK now, it will show that very boring film of me doing nothing. We're trying to work out what was going on. Okay. So we are good so far. So I can record what I'm doing. This is really good because I can record what I'm doing on here and then have the camera where it is now for a wider view of what's going on. So it's good for making videos of soldering. Okay, so I've got the 3 modes and taking pictures and recording films. Okay, I have here a monitor. I have here the supplied HDMI lead that came with the Tomlov, which is plugged in the back of the monitor. I think you can take my word for it on that. And there is a socket here which says TV, so I'll plug this in here. Yeah, it goes that way around. There we go. We turn on the monitor. Oh, I hadn't turned it on. HDMI no signal. Okay, hadn't plugged the plug all the way into the side of the Tomlov. Well, there you go. It is a bit flickery and noisy on the screen if you look from here, but come on, let me move the microscope over. I mean, that is insane. Even I can see what's going on at that. Wow. Wow. Right. What now? I think the only thing we haven't tried is you can connect it to a PC. Okay, this is the other USB cable they gave me, and this is a USB to USB extension lead I used to plug in the camera to get video off the camera. So let's plug that into there and see what happens. Alright, mass storage. Oh. Okay, so we've got 3 options. Can you see that? Can I zoom you in here? Yeah, we've got mass storage, which is useful for getting the video and pictures off the SD card for incorporating in videos. Okay, so here's my PC. If I select that by pressing OK, mass storage, oh look at that, one SD card. If we go into this SD card, DCIM, there we go. View extra large icons, look at that. And these are .mov files. See if I've got anything that'll play these. Presumably I have. Right, try again on the right monitor. Right, again, it's not a very exciting movie. That took it by accident. But that works nicely. Wow. Yep, that works nicely. Okay, should we try... how do you get out of mass storage mode? Print OK. Menu. Unplug the... Yeah. Oh, it resets. Or turns off. Right. There we go. So we'll plug this back in. We will go down. PC camera. Okay. Run Windows camera. Okay, there we go. So if I grab this, yeah, I can work the camera on directly onto the PC. Not sure that's going to be useful to me, but yeah, it works. Okay, so what next? Again, I guess for the blue screen, that's something you can't easily get out of. No, once you're in that mode, you're in that mode. Again, I can pull that. Oh no, oh yes, it's decided to reboot itself or turn itself off. Okay, and also you can use the USB to charge it. Fair enough. Well, that's about it. I am enormously impressed by this little piece of kit. It does everything I want it to do, and it's quite simple to use once you figured out what the icons are on the top left of the screen there. So yeah, I can record on the SD card as I'm working to mix in with video taken by the camera. I can copy that onto the computer, I can use a bigger monitor, I can connect it directly to the computer. The resolution is from the OK to the absolutely crazy. I don't think I'll use it at its maximum resolution ever. It will get right to the edge almost of a 10cm PCB, so I don't need to take the base off and do things to move to get more room under it. There are a couple of other things. I mean, you can set the time, and then there's got resolution, burst shooting, image quality and sharpness in menus, but I'm sure they're fine. And the Remote control even works. Oh, there you go. Don't think I'll ever use it, but it does something. So that's it. I think we will call that one a very serious win. The only question I have left is, what is this thing in aid of? Since it works off 5 volts and they don't give you a power supply. They assume they expect you to use your own 5 volt USB power supply. So, answers on the back of a postcard or in the comments. So that's it for this video. It's a very pleased triplicate saying that's it for now from, as I say, a very pleased triplicate. Goodbye.